Okay, I just woke up, so you're gonna have to ignore how I look. But we have a peach tree that we found in some brush near the garden, and it's completely overtaken with poison ivy and weeds and other trees right now. And we cleared it out a little bit this year, and it's gotten big enough that it produced peaches, but we have had a bunch of issues with fungus because it's so surrounded by other plants, and that tree's just not healthy because it's been reaching towards the light for however many years. It's still like a younger tree for sure, but obviously it's old enough to bear fruit. So we had to pick most of the fruit because it had gamosis this year, but we left 2 peaches on it to see what would happen, and we let them ripen, and I just cut this one open because it's ripe, and we're gonna taste it and see if it actually tastes good. It smells good. Half of each of these peaches is kind of yucky. It's just the skin, it's like wrinkly because of the gamosis, so we're not gonna eat that part, but half of it looks pretty perfect, so we'll eat the good parts. I just wanted to see if this is gonna be a peach tree that we feed the peaches to the birds, or if it's gonna be a delicious peach tree that we get fruit from once we get it healthy. It looks like it's a freestone. I don't know. I assume this is just like an accidental peach. It doesn't look like somebody planted it there on purpose. We didn't plant it there.
Big man's just lounged on his box.
He's like the coziest guy. Alright, I'm gonna cut a big chunk for you. A big chunk of the peach is not big. Hold on, don't taste it. I wanna get my own. Let's try it together. Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's flavorful. It's like a little sour.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of like wild tasting. Like it has a little grassy flavor to it.
I wouldn't probably eat the skin of that.
No, I'm not gonna eat the skin. But those are good. They're a little sour, like a little tart.
There's good flavor in them.
But they're like super flavorful.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd make good canning peaches because they get canned in like all light syrup anyway. So they wouldn't be like crazy sweet in the syrup, but they would be a little toned down. But they're yummy. We are making some progress here. I have a whole bunch of pickles. These are bread and butter pickles. I just washed the jars after canning, so I gotta dry off the lids and label them. I've got 2 loaves of bread to make breadcrumbs for jalapeno poppers. We have 1 type of pizza sauce simmering down in here, thickening it up a little bit because it's pretty watery right now. Got more pickles in here and a little bit of ketchup. A whole bunch more ketchup down here. I'm pretty ecstatic about this. This is pretty cool that I made homemade ketchup. That's the first time I've ever attempted ketchup, and it tastes like Heinz store-bought ketchup, and it's freaking delicious. So, pretty stoked. We are having fish and chips for dinner tonight, so Taylor is gonna get to try the ketchup. I've already taste tested it, but he's gonna get to try the ketchup with our chips, our french fries tonight. So, we'll see if he likes it. So I had way too much footage for that last video. I had like a whole another day or 2 of canning footage because I've just been canning nonstop. Like literally, I haven't left the kitchen. It feels like I haven't sat down in weeks. I've just been canning all of the things. I am trying to do 2 years worth of as many things as I possibly can this year for reasons that I'm not gonna get into in this video. It just feels like something I wanted to do this year. But yeah, I am stocking the shelves hardcore. I'm excited to give you guys a little pantry tour of all of the food storage that we've pulled from the garden, all of the canning I've done so far. I haven't done that much freezing, honestly, because I've been doing so much canning, which is really cool because it's shelf stable. We're gonna continue last week's video of all of the canning, all of the food processing, and then I'll show you what I've got so far. So I think I mentioned in the last video that I was making 5 different versions of pickles. And that day I was able to work on our regular dill pickles, our spicy garlic dill pickles, and dill relish. I had to save the other 2 kinds for later on because I ran out of cucumbers. I also achieved my goal of jarring up what feels like a literal ton of diced tomatoes. So I also got those in the canner, and then we moved on to salsa. What are you doing?
Adding the riser to this so our coffee maker fits under the shelf.
Some dowels.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put some dowels so nothing can shift around, but I'm not gonna glue them together so we can still disassemble it when we want to move it.
This fall and winter, we're making it a huge goal to get our house really organized and get all of the homesteading project supplies and food storage and everything really organized, moving some stuff around as far as rooms go, and really just trying to continue that streamlining process that we've been working on this whole time living here. Some of that is moving furniture around to get the best use out of it. I wanted to move this hutch out to the kitchen so that I could see it every day, and it adds such a cozy vibe to our kitchen. I'm in love with it. We still need to refinish this. This is a project I have been avoiding for a couple of years now, but it's still cozy and it will get done eventually, but we're just not there yet. So Taylor is working on attaching the top of the hutch to the bottom of the hutch because it usually just sets on there. He's adding dowels and a little bit of a riser to fit our coffee maker under it. And the credenza we had here before will actually be going into our studio office room instead. So while I was doing all of my canning projects, he was over there on the other side of the kitchen working on that for me. It is 6 p.m. on Sunday. I still have a bunch of peppers to deal with. I still have a ton of jars to deal with. I've got a canner load in here, and then I've probably got 2 more canners worth in there. I'm gonna have to do peaches tomorrow because they're not quite ripe yet. I think they will be tomorrow though. I'm tired. My feet hurt so bad. Like, this feels so good to have all of this food going onto our shelves, but your girl's tired. I still have to meal prep, so I think I'm gonna hit pause on all of the canning projects other than actually running the canner For now, I just did the dishes, got a load in the dishwasher. Now I need to make Taylor stir fry, and need to make him some breakfast sandwiches for the work week. So I'm gonna sit down for like 5 minutes, take a little break, drink some water, and then make stir fry. But I'll probably be done chatting for this video because I just need to get this done. Hi, are you helping me? Are you helping Mama? You're such a good boy. Keeping me company. I've got half a bushel of pickles left. I'm going to turn a bunch of these into sweet pickles, and I'll probably do fridge pickles because I don't need a half bushel of sweet pickles. But I've already met my quota on how many bread and butter pickles I need, so we'll kind of just see how it lands. This usually isn't here. We're moving things around, as you can see. I got 2 more boxes of tomatoes, which was not part of the plan, but we are going to be making more pizza sauce and maybe tomato soup. Got jars all over the floor. I've got a whole bunch of boxes of gallon jars because with our reworking of things, we're trying to get organized. I want to put as much canning on that shelf as I can and then do a bunch of dry goods over here in the gallon and half-gallon jars. Because we have a bunch of stuff that's like up there that I want to get in jars. I got 16 pints of sweet pickles packed up. I'm making the brine right now, and I still have probably like 7 or 8 pounds of cucumbers left, but I don't think I'm going to do anything with those. They're all still good, so I think I'm going to see if any friends want them and just give them to them, or if nobody wants them, just give them to my chickens. I knew when I got that bushel that I'd have more than I needed, but I needed more than a half bushel. The bushels are not very much more than the half bushels, so I was like, well, if I have extra, I have extra. But I'm trying to be better this canning season, this preserving season, and this year in general about knowing when I need to stop and not doing things because I can, or just because I feel like I should. I have met my sweet pickle goal. I have exceeded my bread and butter pickle goal already. So there's just really no need for me to use up more jars, because I need my tiny bit of jars that I have left for other things. And if I were to make more pickles, then I'd have to go buy more jars, and it's just not going to serve me well. It's going to take up more time. I'm just going to call it quits on the pickles for this year. I have way more than I probably need. I'm pretty pumped to have as many as I do, because as I mentioned in my last video, I love bread and butter pickles and I love sweet pickles. I did like cinnamon and cloves and allspice for the sweet pickles too, so I think it's going to be a really good flavor, and I'm excited to taste it. Okay guys, I'm gonna wipe the rims of these and get the lids on, but I just wanted to say I don't show you usually every single part of the canning process, just because there's a lot of steps and I'm not really here to do like tutorial videos. If I'm trying to show you how to do something like a recipe or tutorial, I'll usually put it in my title somewhere, or I'll say it in the beginning of the video so you know that I'm trying to show you something, like teach you something, not just kind of documenting our lives. So we occasionally get comments like, did you remember to debubble them? Did you add lemon juice or citric acid? Things like that. I just want you to know that I am following canning guidelines. Like, I know how to do this at this point. I'm just not showing every snippet. With that being said, I also get asked for recipes a lot, and I do try to find and follow recipes that fit with guidelines. I don't necessarily use like all ball or food preservation recipes. I will use ones from the internet as long as I know that they're following safe canning practices. That means like they're acidic enough, or you're pressure canning things. I'm not a rebel canner. So I have a link below for like recommendations, and I'm gonna make a board in there that's all canning recipes, my canning supplies that I use, that kind of stuff. So that if you want to make any of these things, you can follow the actual recipes and not try and flip through this video and see what I'm doing, because that sounds like a pain. I'm very happy with my recipes that I've found and curated and made myself. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy them too. That's down in the description. It's Benable, BENABLE.com. It's kind of like to know it, but I like it better. I have house stuff, garden stuff, home renovation, supplies, all that kind of stuff linked in there. I'm not great at updating it, but occasionally I'll get the itch and like put a bunch of stuff in there all at once. So maybe it's helpful. Okay, something I think is funny is that you can tell the difference between the first batch of brine that I made from the second. This is the first batch, this is the second. I had to fill up my sugar, and Azur's sugar is different every time I get it, the organic cane sugar. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's brown, and you can tell the difference from the bucket that I emptied out to the new bag of sugar. Look at how much darker that is. It's so pretty. The cinnamon sticks look so pretty in there. I'm excited for these. That's all pizza sauce. All of this needs to get canned. Last bit of tomatoes in the stock pot. And then we're done for now with all of our really big canning projects for the year, which is so exciting. So exciting. I gotta cook dinner and then I can put the stock pot on the stove, but for now it's just gonna hang out on the counter with the extra jars.